After the Jedi arrive, Darth Sidious speaks with Newt Gunray and dismisses the captain of the ship, telling him he doesn't want to see that stunted slime again. It's amazing how quickly the Sith permanently dismiss or even kill people under their command. Remember Darth Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, dispatching Imperial officer after Imperial officer? I wonder how much talent and ability is lost from such callous dismissals. Beware of fear-based leadership. When Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon escape from the Trade Federation battleship, they split up and board different ships to reach the planet. This is an interesting strategy, not only to avoid detection, since they're less likely to be discovered together, but also to minimize risk so that if one is found, both won't be killed at the same time. On Naboo, Qui-Gon saves the life of a Gungan exile named Jar Jar. While it was inconvenient and probably quite annoying for Qui-Gon to take Jar Jar along, allowing for this distraction and being open to what stumbled into his path proved vital for completing the mission. Jar Jar ended up leading them through the planet core so they could reach the Queen without detection. Later, during the liberation of the planet, remember that Jar Jar was the one who brought them to the Gungans and helped them form a new alliance. When trying to escape Naboo in the Federation blockade, turbo laser fire cripples several systems, including the shields and the hyperdrive. Droids are sent to repair the shield generator, but droid after droid is lost. Despite the pressure and hopeless situation, R2 keeps his cool. R2 teaches us the importance of remaining calm under pressure and focusing on the work at hand. On Tatooine, the Jedi stumble upon Anakin Skywalker. It was more than mere chance that brought their paths together. As Qui-Gon later admits, finding him was the will of the Force. Providence guided them into this connection and brought their fates together, something that would ultimately affect the destiny of the whole galaxy. At Anakin's house, not only does he offer hospitality to help them wait out the sandstorm, but he also proposes pod racing as a way to earn the funds needed to repair the ship. He's quick to say, "I can help." Not only is greed a powerful ally for the Jedi, but kindness and hospitality go a long way as well. If the biggest problem in the universe is that no one helps each other, then Anakin makes his mom proud by showing such a helpful attitude. Padme is furious with Qui-Gon for being so reckless in betting their future on the race, but Qui-Gon insists that the Queen doesn't need to know. Such is the danger of secrets. Little does he know he is actually talking to the Queen. Secrets often escape in ways you least expect, and even when they don't, you still bear the weight of keeping them. The pod race doesn't prove to be a flawless competition for Anakin. He starts the race with a stall and battles multiple issues with his pod racer during the event. Despite the dirty tactics of Sebulba, he still manages to win. Anakin teaches us the important lessons of perseverance, problem solving, and not getting discouraged when things go awry. When leaving, Anakin is hesitant to go, but his mom encourages him that you can't stop change any more than you can stop the suns on Tatooine from setting. What a great lesson to remember when you struggle with letting go and accepting change in your life. Be brave, and don't look back. When Queen Amidala escaped Naboo, it wasn't part of Palpatine's plan. He had intended to create a political crisis by forcing her to sign a treaty with the Trade Federation and make Chancellor Valorum appear weak so he could gain power in the Senate. He wasn't thrown off, though. He remained adaptable and pivoted to use her escape to his advantage. Next time you face a problem, look for a way to pivot, like a Sith Lord. When Anakin appears before the Jedi Council, they're reluctant to let him train as a Jedi. They see much fear in his heart. Fear of loss is a vulnerability. As Yoda says, fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Be mindful of how much fear you allow into your heart. The Council's hesitancy is well placed, as later events in Star Wars make clear. Just because someone is talented and intelligent doesn't mean they'll use those gifts for good. Talent without internal character can yield dangerous results. When Queen Amidala tries to plead with Boss Nass for help from the Gungans, she abandons formality and the proper respectability of a queen. After revealing herself, she's able to win over the skeptical Gungan leader. Authenticity and vulnerability make you more winsome. The Gungans play the role of a strategic distraction while the Queen infiltrates the city to capture the Viceroy. It's a noble and risky move, but we can learn from this that there is great value in strategic sacrifice. The Gungans endure a tactical defeat to create a needed diversion. Distractions divert an opponent's attention away from where you actually want to strike. When the Queen gets bogged down fighting droids in the hallway, she knows she needs another route. They find an alternate path outside the window to the upper level. When faced with problems, think outside the box. Anakin is able to destroy the droid army's control ship from the inside. This highlights a major weakness of centralized power. While such systems offer advantages in coordination and decision-making speed, the downside is a single point of failure that can cause total collapse. When Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan face Darth Maul, Maul expertly divides his two opponents so he can face them one-on-one, where he is most dangerous. Side thought, did you ever wonder why Darth Maul didn't just kill Qui-Gon right after kicking him in the face when his lightsaber was right at his back? Total missed opportunity. Anyway, back to our lesson. The splitting of the Jedi illustrates the power of dividing allies. Isolation is the prelude to defeat. When isolated from our allies and friends, we are easily defeated.